Cameraman 1.
2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
Did you know that 60% of all household waste can be recycled? The Environmental Protection Agency states that the United States alone produces over 220 million tons of garbage each year. Trash is something that cannot be prevented. It's something that just happens. The average person alone produces 4 pounds of trash each day. If you do the math, that's a lot of trash. I wanted to find out what I could do to cut back on the overabundance of trash. The best way to cut back on trash is to recycle. Throughout this speech, you will learn why you should recycle, how you can recycle, and what will happen if you choose not to recycle. Why should you recycle? Recycling will help the environment out. When you recycle, it cuts back on the usage of energy. Also, when you recycle, it cuts back on the production of new materials. This is going to help the earth because it's going to save up the earth's natural resources and raw materials. I found this information at www.recyclenow.com. Why not recycle? Recycling is very easy to do and only takes minutes out of your day. Once you are done with a product, for example a Gatorade bottle, you don't need to use it anymore. So instead of just throwing it in the trash can, throw it into a recycling bin. If you threw it in the trash can, that trash is going to be picked up by a waste management company of some sort. It's going to be sent to a landfill, it'll be incinerated, or it might end up floating in our oceans. So if you choose to recycle, that product will be reused and used again and distributed to other people that could use that product. If you throw away the trash in the trash can, that manufacturer is going to be forced to use new materials, and therefore it's going to cost you more money. So recycling can save you money. When a manufacturer doesn't have to build that product from scratch, for example, this container of orange juice, they're going to charge you less for that product than as if they had to create that product from scratch. I found this information at www.wasteawareness.org/UK. How can you recycle? Well, the first thing you need to do is start simple. You need to get the concept that the world is being overwhelmed with trash, and it's so true. Landfills are being filled every day completely because there's so much trash. Everyone needs to do their part and recycle. You can do this by dropping off your recycled goods at a nearest recycling bank. I know that HEB, a grocery store, has many, they have recycling bins available in their parking lots for you to drop off your recycled goods. Another thing you need to learn when recycling is you need to learn how to separate your items. The best way is to categorize your items. You need to make sure that your plastics go with plastic, your cans go with cans, paper with paper, glass with glass. Another thing people didn't know is that you can recycle your electronics. You should also learn to recycle your batteries. Be sure that you drop off your waste at the correct dump site. Make sure it's a recycling bank and not just a waste management type recycling dump, because they're not going to recycle, they're just going to incinerate their garbage. What's going to happen if you do not recycle? Well, if you do not recycle, it's going to hurt the environment. It's going to hurt the environment because landfills are going to be so full that they're not going to know what to do with it. They're going to try and bury it, or they're going to try and burn it. When they incinerate the trash, that trash causes pollutants to go up into the air, and those pollutants break down our ozone. When our ozone layer is gone, we are susceptible to the sun's harmful UV rays. The next thing that will happen is that our groundwater is going to be polluted and won't be able for us to drink or even live. You can't live without water. The next thing is it's going to hurt you. Whenever it hurts you, people are going to continue to just live around all this trash and filth, and we're not going to have land to build new farms to farm our food, and our water's going to be gone, so you can't drink, you can't produce new crops or anything like that. If you look at our marine life right now, they're being hurt very badly. I don't know if you've heard, but it's called a plastic vortex, and the currents have circulated tons of trash into the Pacific Ocean, and it's just a big floating pile of plastic and trash and waste, and it's floating out there in the Pacific Ocean. They're considering it to be called the 8th continent, and it's about twice the size of Texas. I found this information at myzerowaste.com/article/general/why-bother. In conclusion, we discussed why you should recycle, how you can recycle, and what will happen if you choose not to recycle. You don't have to be a Go Green fanatic to realize that the earth needs you to recycle. It's going to help you out. I hope the speech has helped you and persuaded you to start recycling because it's really much needed. Are there any questions?
Can most household items be recycled?
Yes, almost everything you purchase that's for your house can be recycled. Most things are plastic these days.
You mentioned HEB as a recycling drop-off location. Where would I find information on other drop-off locations?
You can go to www.recyclenow.com, and they have a list of recycling banks and people that will actually come out to your house and pick up your recycled goods.
How do you separate your goods to be recycled?
I get tubs. I went to Walmart and purchased 3 large trash cans, and I labeled them paper, plastic, and cans, and that's what I recycle. So that's the best way I found to recycle. Are there any more questions? Thank you.